The date today is the 5th of December. It's important for me to say what the date is because it's the day and the unveiling of the Hennessy Wall of Fame inside the South African Hip Hop Museum took place. We inducted about 26 amazing individuals that have been contributing, pioneered, expanded culture. We've literally time-stamped something in history. We've put something down in history to say on this particular day a monumental thing happened.
What's wrong with you, Osmic? Welcome everybody. We are live on all digital platforms, social media platforms, YouTube, everywhere. My name is Rashid K. It's the announcement of the SAHA 2021 nominees I'm not alone, but I'm with Osmic right here.
Afternoon to the world, and evening to the world, and good morning to the world, since we broadcasting to the world. I mean, that's why we do these sort of things. As you could see, where we'll be coming live from, I'm sure you can see our background. That we, we're serious. We're so sincere. We're serious. And obviously we got a little bit of delay. Due to we've got a power problem.
Yeah.
In our country.
IEC used a lot of power yesterday.
I guess they used a lot of power. Now we're about to see what that power is going to result to very soon, though, ain't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but welcome everybody, man, to the 10th annual South African Hip Hop Awards. That's a big one there, the 10th annual, meaning for the last 10 years, we've been stressing, being cursed out, being sworn at, being bullied, being given props, being congratulated. But the beauty is, for 10 years, the culture has been having their own awards. I think it's the big deal, for the mere fact that we've managed to carry on for this long, 10 years.
That's a big deal. That's a huge deal.
And someone earlier on was asking, was saying we must talk just a little bit about some of the highlights. I don't know, what were some of your highlights in the last 10 years?
Too many highlights, man. The past 10 years was AKA rants, love and hate, boycotting and coming back. It was the Casper and Stogie T situation. It was we have like a lot of moments, man, lot of memories.
I think for me was because the beauty about the awards has always been about how do we mess around, right? Because we theme it and we always do these stupid stuff, because at some point hip hop was too serious. Like everyone in hip hop was taking themselves just too serious, and we said, look, we're gonna always make people laugh, because also the minute the awards also start growing, we have to start realizing that we are not only talking to rappers, we're also talking to the community at large.
Yeah.
So we always need to bring that fun element. And for me, one of the coolest thing, or the two that stick out, is that one year, I can't remember what year it was, when Sinyaka popped up.
Yeah.
And Sinyaka performed. That was bananas, man. When he was performing Jabulani.
Yeah, I remember.
On stage,
yeah.
and he had like b-boys dancing for him, and then all of a sudden, boom, we had Mischief pop up, and at that point, like no one had seen Mischief for like decades, and then boom, there goes Mischief. For me, I think that was like such a cool thing, because, and I mean also just seeing people like Bob Mabena at the Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a pity, because I think 2 years back we were brainstorming on how we get Bob Mabena and Dr. Kumalo to perform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was banana. That would have been, for the fact that we're also trying to get them to perform at Back to the City.
Yeah.
Would have been bananas.
There's a lot of memories, man. Remember when the Les brought a stripper and a stripper?
Oh, Jalez brought a stripper. And my mom was there. My mom was there.
Yeah, the stripper and the whole pole on stage, man. That was amazing.
I remember that.
Yeah. And another thing that a lot of people don't talk about, in 2012, we brought gay dancers on stage when it was uncool within hip hop to be associated with community. People were like, we're selling out, blah, blah, blah. We're taking hip hop to the wrong direction. But now it's normal. Now it's normal, but we did it like 10 years ago.
Yeah, they were voguing and stuff. I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? So, Oz, let's get to it, man. It's been a long wait.
But for those that are already on, I see we've got quite a lot of people that are on our streams, because we're streaming all the way on the Arts Alive page. And the That's Alive page got like 60,000 people in there. I see a lot of people jumping in there. We on the Back to the City page. We're on the South African Hip Hop Awards page. You know, we in quite a lot of pages. Don't forget to share. If you're watching this, do a share party. It's called a share party on Facebook. Put it on your wall. Let your people see it so that we can all have a conversation. And if you've ever been in the awards or you've been always sort of following the awards, I think definitely what you need to do is you need to show some love, and also you must let us know who you think is gonna be coming up. One, and two, you know, let us know some of your best moments when you're watching, whether you're watching at home, you know. And we had an interesting journey because we were at ETV, then we went from ETV, we went to MTV Base, from MTV Base, then we ended up on a CBC One. There were like millions and millions of people, you know, checking it out, and it's always been appreciated, man, for all that love. And speaking about the love, you know, the corporates that always show us love. You know, we're good family now at SABC One, so we really appreciate being in that family because they give us those millions of people to sort of expand this culture. City of Joburg, you know, thank you for the love. I think this is the second year they're coming on board on a category. We still don't have an overall sponsor. One day, I mean, it took the festival 15 years to get a title sponsor. One day, these awards will get a title sponsor.
Yeah, guys, we still don't have a sponsor. So we have like few brands that.
So we got brands categories. Yeah. You know, so one day. Peace and love to Style and Dread. Style and Dread always shows love.
Yeah.
They've been showing love at the festival. They showed, you know, and they've been doing some cool stuff with some of the rappers as well. And of course, you know, a newfound family member, which is Hennessy. This is the second year they're coming on board on the honorary award. We definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. None of the sponsors believe that SA Hip Hop is dead. They're all still here.
Yeah, because speaking about that, before we get into that.
Yes.
So I'm sure a lot of people, I mean, we saw some people angry, some controversies when they saw the posters, right?
Yeah.
So this year's theme is titled The Manifesto. Yeah. And this is a play on what's currently been happening in the country. So from the politics, for instance, I mean, just yesterday there was, you know, we were voting. And I really, really hope that a lot of you guys went out there to cast your vote, you know, because you cannot have your opinion if you didn't make that mark on that ballot paper. Very important and very responsible. So that conversation has been a big conversation, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then the big conversation within culture, or within genres or entertainment has always been this whole thing of Amapiano, hip hop is dead. You know, there's no hip hop, blah, blah. And we thought, hey, man, let's make fun of the situation.
And play on that. So as you guys have seen, we've got the two political parties, the Yanos, represented by? Smoke
Nyembe. And the Yanos stands for?
Young African National Organization.
And then we got RAP, which is RAPP, represented by who?
William Last KRM.
That's it. And RAP stands for?
What does it stand for? No, I'm a member of the other organization.
Oh, you're a member of the
Yanos.
Of the Yanos.
Yes.
I'm a member of the RAP, man.
I'm a member of the Yanos.
The RAP.
Yanos. Young African National Organization.
My thing is, a point will be proven because I think at some point we're gonna mess around and start doing ballot papers online for people to vote. And I really think when it comes to it, you know, I think rap is gonna win. It's gonna take it. You know, because I think with rap, as this political party called rap, we have strong leadership because, you know, we are led by a leader, we are led by a comrade who's been doing amazing things here, Mr. William Last, you know, for president. And you've seen the tagline of my party that I'm part of. It says, vote with your stomach and mind and not your heart, you know? And you know the tagline of our movement,
You know what it is, right?
What it is?
Our tagline. Ne-
Secure the bag.
Revolutionary Azanian Party Plus, our tagline is simple: secure the bag. While your tagline is hip hop is dead. Y'all is corny, man. Y'all is corny, man. But yeah, that's just the play on it. You're gonna be seeing quite a lot when the awards are on TV. There's gonna be quite a lot of, the debate and a lot of cool skits going. So. Do you think it's that time for us to...
Let's do it, man. We've been waiting.
Cool. I think this year around, I'm going to let you do that, and I'm going to just check, comments as we go.
Okay.
And then, yeah. So I don't know if... all right. So I'll say the categories. And also, just before we go into that, for this year, we have the 2 new categories, which we need to announce. And the 2 new categories... One will be permanent, the other one will happen again in 10 years. Well, it won't be decade at that point. So we've got a category called Artist of the Decade.
Yeah.
Right? And that's obviously the people that have been, added for the last 10 years, have been doing amazing work, have been from their contribution, some of the milestones that once again have expanded culture and brought culture forward. So that's the sort of artists that we'll be looking at. That's basically the criteria. And then also we've got Best International Act. So I know this one is gonna cause some commotion. So just breathe. So because we look at Best International Act because we tend to get quite a lot of submissions from Swaziland, Lesotho, Botswana.
Some of these countries don't even have their own awards.
They don't, most of them don't have their own awards. So I mean, there was a time we used to get quite a lot of inquiries from Nigeria, from Mozambique. A lot of Mozambican dudes would always be like, yo, what can we do? Can't we, And I think for the last literally 5 years, that's been the tone. So we said, okay, let's introduce the Best International Act. And also because in the last 3 years or last 4 years, if people are noticing, some of the guys who's been giving out the awards have been international guys. Whether it's Fabulous, whether last year I think we had Drink Champs last year.
Yeah.
Sky Zoo has given out an award. Mazi's given out an award, So it was just fitting for us to get to this point on the Best International Act. So, are y'all ready?
Are you ready? Are you recording?
Okay, cool. So guys, remember, we on all the socials. The hashtag is hashtag Saha 2021. And remember, our theme this year is hashtag the manifesto. And you can also I think it's called a sub tag, which is a hashtag 10 years of Sahas.
Yes.
Without any further ado,
let's go.
We're going to start with the big one, right?
Yeah.
In no order. Album of the year. And I think before we start, you can say a little background. What is album of the year? What has been the criteria? So album of the year.
Album of the year. Albums that did well in the past 12 months. With everything. The criteria is on the site if you're not clear. And the nominees are Big Zulu, Itwanele Nyoga, Blakey, Before Now, Costa Teach, Made in Africa, MT, Logan, 25K, Pelima Kaveli. Let me say this again. The nominees for the album of the year 2021 are Big Zulu, Itwanele Nyoga, Blakey, Before Now, Costa Teach, Made in Africa, MT, Logan, 25K, Peli Makaveli.
Congratulations, man, to those guys that have put that effort and that work for the last 10 months. And remember, guys, our criteria is from, we're looking literally, because some people will be like, where's this one, where's this? All criteria are on the site because there's a whole duration and a period that we look at. So we're going to jump onto the next one, which is the Best Female.
Best Female Artist of the Year. And the nominees are Boiti for 4436, Musli for Spirit of an OG, Gigi Lamaine for Mermaids and Stuff, Hannah for The Girl in the Durag, Faith K for K Loud. I'm gonna say this again. The nominees for Best Female Artist are Boiti for 4436, Musli for Spirit of an OG, Gigi Lamaine for Mermaids and Stuff, Hannah for The Girl in the Durag, and Faith K for K Loud.
Super dope. Congratulations, ladies. I'm going to jump to the Best Male.
Best Male Hip Hop Artist for 2021. And the nominees are 25K, Peli Makaveli, Big Zulu, Ikwane Lenyoga, Blackie, Before Now, Costa Teach, Made in Africa, MT, Logan. I'm gonna say this again. The nominees for Best Male Artist are 25K, Peli Makaveli, Big Zulu, Ikwane Lenyoga, Blackie, Before Now, Costa Teach, Made in Africa, and MT, Logan.
Congratulations, fellas.
Word is bound.
Now we're going to jump to Best Radio Show. Now these are, I think this is a very important one because these are the platforms that literally get these artists, whether you're a producer, whether you're a sponsor attempting to come into culture, these are the platforms that are important because this is what gets your message to the ears of the mass. So let us now jump to the Best Radio Show.
And the nominees for Best Radio Show are The Stir Up with Miss Cosmo on 5FM, The Fresh Cut with DJ Lep and Asante on Gagasi FM, DJ Ready D Show on Good Hope FM, The Hip Hop Culture on Ligwala Gwala FM, Absolute Hip Hop on Metro FM, Rap Saga on Mutsweding FM, The Urban Exchange with Yakim on True FM, Ziyawa Hip Hop Show on Ukozi FM, Three-Way with DJ Zendi, OG, Samke and Fifla on YFM. Last but not least, You and Hip Hop with Toady Mac on UFM.
My man Toady, congratulations, guys, and once again, thank you for all these shows, even the ones that are not nominated, for constantly playing the music, giving the interviews. Literally, you guys are the gateway to the mass. All right. Now we're going to jump to the creative section now called the Best Remix.
Best Remix. It's getting exciting now. And the nominees for the Best Remix are Stinoli 20 featuring KO, Major League DJs, and Kulichana with Mshimane 2.0. Then we have Boiti featuring 25K, William Last KRM, Toady Mac, and Venom with 018's Finest Remix. Then we move to Flash Ikumkani featuring Bravo Leroux and Soul T Ijan with Mhluzi Remix. And then we have Rouge featuring Costa Teach, Phantom Steez, Tumitladi, Hannah and Blackie with Popular Remix. Last but not least, we have Maclara Doughboy featuring DJ Speedster, MT, Gemini Major, and Pretty Ugly with Bodega Remix. Can I say this again? The nominees for Best Remix are Stino Litweni featuring KO Major League DJs Kulichana with Mshimane 2.0, Boiti featuring 25K, William Lust KRM, Toady Mac, and Venom with 018's Finest Remix. Then we have Flash Ikumkani featuring Bravo Leroux and Soul T Ijane with Umhluzi Remix. Then we have Rouge featuring Kostatich, Phantom Steez, Tumitladi, Hannah and Blackie with a popular remix. And then we have Maclera Dope Boy featuring DJ Speedster, MT, Gemini Major, and Pretty Ugly with Bodega Remix.
Congratulations to those that are nominated.
Shout out.
Now we jump to the newcomers, the fresh blood. Sometimes, you know, you find some people that are not really fresh blood, but sometimes that's their first project, you know, because I remember at some point this was controversial.
Yeah, it was controversial. So listen, best freshman, aka the best newcomer. You could be rapping for 3 to 4 years, but your first project qualifies you to be a best newcomer. You could be rapping for the past, if you don't have a project out, you're still a newcomer. So for the best freshman of the year, the nominees are 25K, Peli Makaveli, Blackie, Before Now, Boiti, 4436, Costa Teach, Made in Africa. Last but not least is Maclera Dope Boy, 2-player, the digital score.
Amazing. Congratulations to
Shout
those
out.
nominated. Now we get to another creative element. So this is now the directors, the filmmakers, you know, this is once again the visuals that we see on TV. So we're gonna jump to best video.
The best video. This one is for the directors. You know, usually artists, they take the awards for best video and keep it for themselves. No, this category is for the directors. Come on, man. And the nominees are 25K featuring Aris, Hustlers Player, directed by Ayanda Mayo Sidibe. Number 2 is Aris featuring Words, the 5-year plan, directed by Sims for Poison Cure Productions. Number 3, it's Big Zulu featuring Ricky Rick Intaba Yase Dubai, and the song is Imaleningi, directed by Uncle Scrooge, aka Offensive Mwase. Number 4, it's Miss Prue or DJ Miss Prue or Miss Prue DJ featuring Malume Vector and Black Diamond. The song is called Chili C, directed by Ambitious Visuals. Number 5, last but not least, is Nasty C featuring Errol Lennox with Black and White, directed by Kyle White.
Congratulations to the directors, the filmmakers, and for constantly also inspiring, because remember, in hip hop, those are the videos that makes the other genres sort of jealous, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And for the best collaborations.
The best collabo. You guys, if you win this award, please pay money for the replicas and give the awards to people you feature. You know, once again, artists usually take best collabo and keep it for themselves. You know, if you're featuring 4 artists, make sure you get 4 awards, you pay extra for that and give everyone an award, even producers. The nominees for best collab are 25K featuring Aris with Hustler's Prayer, Big Zulu featuring Mduduzi Ncube with Intlupheko, Big Zulu featuring Ricky Rick and Intaba Yase Dubai with Imalening, Big Zulu featuring Luan Dlunkulu with Umuz Esentin. Blackie featuring Nasty C with Yeah 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 Yeah. DJ Mr. X featuring KO and Caspiano. I'm kidding, Caspano Vest, Loki and Roy. The song is called Asambe. Shout out to DJ Mr. X. Next we have DJ Dr. Pepper featuring Blackie, Ox Cable, Chengchelo and Lord Script with Mdas. Tamatis Mdas.
I still can't believe that song was about a sandwich, but anyways.
It's about a sandwich, nigga. The next we have Kulichana featuring Tyler ICU, Stino Litwini, and Lady Do. The song is called Sega Buyil. Shout out to Kulichana. Up next we have Ricky Rick featuring Focalistic and Tyler ICU. The song is called Ungas Nish. Last but not least, we have Zakwe and Duncan featuring Assessa and Just Beggy. The song is called I'm a Level.
Congratulations.
Shout out.
Now we go to the Wiggy Wiggies. These are the people that make sure that you get to hear new music. These are I think this is the important bridge between, once again, the people and the artists, because a lot of times for the music to get to the community, it relies on the DJ, right?
Yeah.
And the DJ, as we know, started it all. You know, if it wasn't for the DJ, then there ain't be none of this hip hop stuff. So let's check out DJ of the Year.
And the nominees for DJ of the Year are DJ PH, Paramisi Volume, DJ Speedster, you're killing them, son, DJ Venom, Miss Cosmo, and Courtney Paul.
Congratulations, yo.
I'm happy there's two females in this DJ category.
Get in there. We're always fighting to say we need, you know, we need the females. We need more of the females. We need more of the females. And then this year's honorary award, it's a very important one, because the honorary award is that one, I think, category that literally dates back. It goes back to say, where does this thing come from? Who was there? Who contributed? You know, who was doing what back then? What have they done? And, you know, because it also can be frustrating for a lot of the guys that have been at this for a long time and sometimes feeling like, you know, there's no recognition. So this year's honorary goes to
2021 honorary award goes to Watkin Jones,
also known as
Max Normal,
also known as
Ninja from the Anvort,
also known as
Wadi from Evergreen. This nigga has been around.
The other day we're having a conversation when I think we're talking about the museum, the South African Hip Hop Museum, with the research team, and how the weirdest and most strangest thing that no one ever noticed or realizes, that the summers, the first summers were what year?
1994.
Okay, and what category that is still strange that it was there in 1994?
Best hip hop album.
Best hip hop album. And who won best hip hop album in 1994?
It's a white hip hop group called Evergreen.
Who was the leader?
Wadi.
Wadi! In 1994,
Yeah.
Wadi won a Summer Award.
Ninja from the Anvort.
Ninja from the, for those that don't know what we're talking about Ninja from the Anvort. A very interesting character. The sort of character, when we call him like, congratulations, you're ordinary, he'll probably like swear at us. You know?
At some point, Ninja from the Anvort used to rap in English strictly, and he sounded American.
Yeah.
People can switch these accents.
Of course. But what was funny was when he was performing at Back to the City,
Yeah.
and he wanted to bring his Lamborghini. That was funny. He wanted his own personal bodyguard for his Lamborghini. But yeah, he's special like that. Big up to Wadi, man.
Shout out to Wadi, man.
Now we go to the pen game, you know, to those that hold, you know, the pen is heavy, you know, the lead. Oh, nowadays they don't do pens, right? They do phones.
They do phones.
Oh, they do phones.
Yeah.
So to those
iPads and stuff.
with expensive phones, we go to lyricist of the year.
Lyricist of the year. It's not about airplay. It's not about your views. It's not about your sales. Numbers don't count here. Lyricist of the year. It's all about your pen game, your lyricism. And the nominees for Lyricist of the Year are A-Riz, Landmark, P.O, Pretty Ugly, and Youngster CPT.
I think you must repeat that.
Let me say this again. The nominees for Lyricist of the Year are A-Riz, Landmark, P.O, Pretty Ugly, and Youngster CPT.
Congratulations, man, to the pen game masters. And a special mention, welcome to A-Riz. It took you a while. Welcome.
Welcome back, A-Riz.
Welcome, brother.
And I see he got a few nominations.
And I see the people are starting to throw a party here because, you know, already there was a comment like, we'll burn these awards if there's no A-Riz there. There's your A-Riz, please don't burn us.
Nah, man, the slimes are kids, man. They're only online. You never meet them in real life.
All right, now we go to the very important element, man, which is the creativity. This is where you sharpen your skill. This is where you experiment. This is, I think, the category that allows you to dabble, you know, because I mean, the big fight now is this whole thing about Amapiano and guys rapping, which, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with it because hip hop is nothing but a genre that is a borrower, right?
Yeah.
We did it with rock, we did it with jazz, we did it with R&B, we did it with what?
But the thing is, hip hop is a mixture of everything.
It's true.
We take from these elements and bring here. We don't move from here and jump to the other side.
No. But with R&B, homies were going new R&B and rapping. So we'll argue after that. But you guys can join. Let us know your opinion. I'm saying when the guy's rapping on that Amapiano beat, that is as hip hop as it gets because he was rapping on a jazz beat, he was rapping on an R&B beat, he was rapping on a rock beat.
No,
so
but
all of a sudden it's wrong.
You can add anything you want to add, but you can have. You need to always have the main ingredient. You can no matter how much you experiment to experiment. When you make amagwinya, you use flour. You will never use maize meal.
But the rapper is using his rap skills. But that's why we're gonna jump now on mixtape of the year. Like we said, man, what mixtape of the year is? It's literally that category that allows you to do that. So I think for those watching, those biting rappers or artists or producers, I say never feel ashamed to experiment on your mixtapes. Never feel too scared, to take that mbatsanganyan and mix it and go to an amapiano. Let's go.
I think that the mixtape category should be the DJ's playground and the producers, but we don't get a lot of those.
That's true.
Yeah. Please note that before there's some confusion, that on these awards, an EP falls under the mixtape categories. So don't be like, hey, why is so-and-so nominated here? So an EP, a compilation, all of those fall under the mixtape categories. And the nominees for mixtape of the year are A-Riz, Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory, AKA Bovamania, Boiti, 4436. Maclara Dope Boy, 2-player. Last but not least, DJ Switch and Bravo Leroux, The Rise of Istrato. Let me say these again. The nominees for Mixtape of the Year. Aries, Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory. AKA Bovamania. Boiti, 4436. Maclara Dope Boy, 2-player. And DJ Switch and Bravo Leroux, The Rise of Istrato. DJs, we need more mixtapes.
We need more mixtape, man. Congratulations to those guys. And once again, welcome, Aries. Welcome home.
Welcome back, Aries.
All right, now we go to the guys, the bedrock of what you dance to what brings you the emotions, the sound, the people that shape. Because if you think about it, the people who shape culture tend to be the ones that make the music of it, so the sound of it, which is the producers.
Yeah.
Right?
Next category is the producer of the year. I see Tweezy there on Space. You know, the nominees for producer of the year are Gobi Beast, Haircut the Lights, Lunatic Beats, Must Be Dubs, Zuchi Coke Dope. Let me say it again. The nominees for producer of the year are Gobi Beast, Haircut the Lights, Lunatic Beats, Must Be Dubs, and Zuchi Coke Dope.
Congratulations, man. But you know, this before I just jump to the next, man, how is it that there's never females on this category? I think in my life, I've never met more than 5 female producers. Why is that?
I don't know if we have enough female producers. I know a few, and they still making demo. I don't know any hit song that was produced by a female.
Well, jump in those comments, guys, and let us know, because we will have a discussion at the end of these things. These are the things that also we need to keep engaging with if we want this thing to keep, going forward. We're sitting on 10 years. Where are the female producers? Now we get to the super big one.
Ooh.
So this is a super big one.
Ooh.
So these are the superstars. So these are the numbers gang, right?
Yeah.
So these are the numbers. These are so we get the numbers from all the radio stations.
Yeah.
So so we know what your song
from Capasso.
So we get all those numbers. So we're looking at your line numbers. We're looking at your airplane numbers. We're looking at your TV numbers. We're looking at all your numbers. So there's always people that are like, yeah, I want to submit. I'm studying. Can I submit Song of the Year? No, you cannot submit for Song of the Year. You know why? Because listen to these nominees.
The nominees for Song of the Year are Blackie featuring Nasty C, Yeah 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 Yeah. Big Zulu featuring Loan Lunkulu, Umuze Santin. Big Zulu featuring Duduzi Ncube, Inhlupeo. Big Zulu featuring Ricky Rick and Intabase Dubai, Malening. Costa Teach featuring Ricky Rick and DJ Maporisa, Arieng. DJ Mr. X featuring KO, Casper Vest, Loki and Roy Asambe. Dr. Pepper featuring Blakey, Ox Cable, Chencello and Lot Script, Mdas. KO, speaking a little more, KO over. Kulichana featuring Tyler ICU, Stino Litwani and Lady Do. Sega Buil. Ricky Rick featuring Focalistic and Tyler ICU, Ungas Nanshi Dog. Those are the nominees for Song of the Year.
Congratulations, guys! Congratulations, guys! I just got a panic as I'm doing these comments.
Yeah.
And I see a big thing here that says load shedding has started again.
Load shedding stage 2.
I'm panicking now.
Let's wrap it up.
I'm panicking. All right, so now we're gonna jump into a very important one, man, which is I think it should be the center of what we're all doing, because I think it's important for I think people who are active and people who are starting to sort of make strides and starting to see some good currency in their lives to start going out and actually assisting those that can't. So this brings us to our category called Ubuntu Activism, which looks at, in the last 12 months, in the culture, who's been, reaching out to lend a helping hand. And this year,
Ubuntu Activism Award, it's for those who give back to the community. Big Zulu had a campaign buying families groceries, and we don't have nominees here. And the winner for Ubuntu Activism Award is Big Zulu.
Congratulations to Big Zulu, man. He's had a hell of a year.
Yeah.
He's come from quite far. I think he's exemplary of, if you put your heart into it, if you sacrifice, and if you really, really want that success, and if you can define what success looks like, I think he's a character. He's a good character for those guys to start studying.
Like I was saying earlier about Big Zulu, he entered 10K challenge in 2013, the very first one. He won the 10K challenge at Back to the City, and he never looked back.
My mans. Now we get to the guys that give us the looks. So these are the guys that make sure, I know the way I dress, you can't really tell. I'm like a hip hop, because I'm an underground rapper as it gets. Like, it doesn't get as underground as I am, but I know the clothes can't tell because I'm at work.
That's why I'm here, Osmic, because
Yes.
you are underground. These awards were gonna be like, you're under the bridge, Back to the City type shit.
I won't lie, that's very true. Had I been by myself doing these awards, yo man, there'd be like names you never heard of in your life. There'll be, you see, there's the underground ones, then there's the ones in the gutter where there's no electricity. Like they don't know what load shedding is, because they always in load shedding. Those are the rappers we're going to see, you know. But
I remember when I brought MT. You were like, who's that? I'm like, that guy who's singing that, if she's tripping, leave the bitch alone. Like, oh, because you don't know these commercials.
Yeah, man, I'm underground as it gets. So let's go to those guys that give us the looks. This is the best local brand.
The best local brand is about the clothing, people who were nice with it when it comes to hip hop gear. And the nominees are Bhutan, Skanda World Clothing, and YGen. We only have 3. We need more hip hop clothing. Please design, take out some stuff, and submit.
And remember, when we say we need more brands, we're not talking print your t-shirt and sell it down the road. No. We're saying get to that point. Start studying these guys. Bhutan Way has an amazing history. Skanda World, you've seen him literally started from ground up in front of your face. YGen, you've seen this homie from the store to every moves he's been making. So we're looking for those guys that are going to get to these levels, because more of us need to be at these levels.
We treat the clothing like music.
Of
we
course.
need to be mainstream. We need to go to Studio 88, Edgar's. We know there's underground clothing brands, but they need to be on this level.
Cool. Now we go to the ones that made money. Lots of it. These are the ones that were making those moves and making us shine and making us look very good, whether it's in government, whether it's in corporate, whether it's overseas. So these are the guys that have value, that just their name alone is bankable. They could go to a bank and say, this is my name, and write on a piece of paper, and the bank will give them money. So let's go to the most valuable player.
Valuable, the names that have value. MVP of the year. The nominees are Big Zulu, Boiti, DJ PH, Nasty C, and Ricky Rick. Once again, the nominees for MVP of the year are Big Zulu, Boiti, DJ PH, Nasty C, and Ricky Rick.
I wonder if we put them together, like what's their value in the last Like I wonder, like, what is that figure?
Are we a billion rand industry yet?
We've long been a billion rand industry, but the beauty about it is that at some point we're gonna probably take out our findings, to show where the money is, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money in the culture,
Yeah.
but we just have to also make sure that there's more other people who can get access into it,
Yeah, for sure.
Now we're speaking about money. Now these are the guys that make sure we get money. So now we're about to jump into the guys that make sure that the guys previously who were MVP, they get their money from these sort of guys.
Yeah, the previous category is getting money from
this category. So let's go to Best International Brand.
Best International Brand.
And we have to say also, when we say Best International Brand, because also I know that there's conversations of maybe changing the naming of it, but the point of it, once again, is looking at corporates, large corporates that bring money into culture.
Yeah.
So this is not like Joseph down the road, he's got a company and then he wants to, we're talking about multi-billion rand companies that jump into the culture and actually see some value. And
the Best International Brand and the nominees are Castle Light, Old Mutual, Reebok, Russian Bear, and Sports Scene. Once again, the nominees for Best International Brand, the nominees are Castle Light, Old Mutual, Reebok, Russian Bear, and Sports Scene. Note that the brand could be South African, but if it goes beyond South African borders, that's international.
Cool. So we're supposed to jump to the Best Digital, but I think that will be at the actual awards, will be revealed at the actual awards, because that's about sales.
Because it's only one artist.
Because it's only one artist. So those are about the sales. Cool. Now we come to the new categories. This is the last two, so start getting those questions ready, start getting the tech ready, start sharpening your spears for us.
Yeah, get your questions ready, last two categories. Because
also load shedding is around the corner. So these are the two new categories, which is the last ones. We're going to jump to Artist of the Decade. And then after that, we'll go to Best International Act. So let's start with Artist of the Decade.
Artist of the Decade. This one is open for public voting. Please make sure that you vote for whoever you think has been running the past 10 years. The nominees for Artist of the Decade are, this is alphabetical order, A-Riz, aka Casper Nyovest, Dallas, MT, Gigi Lemaine, K.O., Kulichana, Questa, Nadia Nakai, Nasty C, Ricky Rick, Stogie T, Youngster CPT, Zakwe, and Risen, not Sizwe, Alakain. I'm gonna say these again. The nominees for Artist of the Decade are, in alphabetical order, A-Riz, aka Casper Nyovest, Dallas, MT, Gigi Lemaine, K.O., Kulichana, Questa, Nadia Nakai, Nasty C, Ricky Rick, Stogie T, Youngster CPT, Zakwe, and Risen, not Sizwe.
Congratulations, guys. These are the guys, obviously, for the last 10 years, or ladies, that have obviously, once again, have gone beyond Call of Duty in terms of whether it be starting up festivals while they're rapping, starting record labels, filling stadiums, getting these brands. Very, very, very consistency is key
Impact,
here.
Contribution to the culture. Those are the people for Artist of the Decade.
Here's my favorite one, the one that is going to be very interesting.
Yes.
This one's going to be very interesting because it's the first year. But I say to everyone, watch this category in the next 3 years. Watch it in the next 3 years. Are you guys ready? What do you think it is?
Yeah.
Best international act.
Best international act. The nominees are Drake, Canada; Kanye West, USA; Little Sims, UK; Sarkodie, Ghana; William Last KRM, Botswana. I'm going to say this again. The nominees for Best International Act are Drake from Canada, Kanye West from USA, Little Sims from the UK, Sarkodie from Ghana, and William Last KRM from Botswana.
Congratulations. So, guys, the awards obviously this year, because already when we were knee deep in our planning, we were still, I think, on level 4. So obviously by the time we got surprised with level, is it 1.0 or 2.0?
Yeah, one of those levels.
One of those. We've already been knee deep. So the show will be a TV production, so you guys were able to catch it on SABC1. Obviously, we're going to hit you up with the dates, when to check out your favorite acts. But as of from next year, we'll be back to regular schedule where we'll do an event. We'll be back to doing quite a lot of activations, so forth and so on.
The voting details will be up tomorrow, and the voting lines will be open.
Will be open from tomorrow. So this is the point where we see if we can catch some questions. Do you got questions that side?
I'm on space. We're gonna take questions and comments and whatnots. Please note that we are multi-streaming. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. So we are multi-streaming.
And it's dope that we're multi-streaming. And we're sitting with literally over 2,000 people in total with all the different platforms watching. So that's quite super dope. That actually means we could, at some point, just start our own little live television, actually, with those numbers.
Yeah, man. So many comments on Facebook.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, let's see. I think what we should do is, let's do this.
Yeah. Twitter space, hit me up. You got a question, you got something to say, hit me up. Got a complaint, hit us up.
Yeah, I see they were calling you earlier there on your Twitter space there.
Yeah.
With lots of complaints. Was it complaints or was it?
It was a mixture of everything, man. Complaints and support, and this is hip hop. It can't be just smooth.
It should never be just smooth.
It should never be smooth.
I mean, there's just too many.
Hip hop started the battles. Hip hop started the diss tracks. So hip hop has always been a contact sport. It's not for sensitive people. There's no body business here.
Okay, let's see here. Someone says, Deadline Cloudy says, I think Lyricist of the Year is going to Aries. And then there's Michael G's son, Bison says, who the hell is Landmark or Landmine? Yo, son, that's that lyricist. That's who that is.
Lyricist, man.
Go and educate yourself. Go YouTube. Go
Google him.
You might just be his new biggest fan.
Yeah. If you're asking who's so and so, your credibility is questionable.
Okay, cool.
I got Mpo on space. Mpo, you can unmute your mic and talk to me.
Yeah, good afternoon, Rash.
I'll put it close to you.
First of all, well done, guys, on actually putting this together. Under the circumstances, we're living through a pandemic. It's hectic. But yeah, I just have one question. I see this year it doesn't seem like you have that whole provincial king of the specific province and all that nomination. Have you dropped that? Is there reasonings behind that? That's my question.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, with king of provinces, we've cut it like 3-4 years ago because we have a problem of submissions. We normally get 4 provinces out of 9 provinces, and it wouldn't be fair to award Gauteng and KZN and Western Cape, and there's nothing for the Northern Cape. There's nothing for Limpopo or Mpumalanga. So we just wanted it to be fair and balanced.
Yeah. And what's good, brother? And just to also jump in there, also, I think what started happening is you can start seeing the reflection or the slump of the culture through the kings. Because remember, the kings of the provinces are literally the gatekeepers of the province. These are the guys that know, the artists, the promoters, or sometimes they're the promoters themselves, the DJs. So if you went to any province and you wanted someone to show you around or to put you onto the situation, it'd be them. So we started noticing that at some point, a lot of them were starting to drop off because, remember, it's very cash intensive. As the economy starts getting harder, you can see the reflection through the kings, because the kings, they stop doing their sessions, they stop doing all these things because they're very community based.
Yeah, and another thing, we just reflect what's happening within SA hip hop. For example, we no longer have dance crews. There's no dance competition. You don't see dancers anywhere. So we had to cancel that category. You know what I mean? We don't have beatboxers. There's no big beatboxers competition. That element is not active anymore. We had to cancel it. So what you do is what we pick up. It's not we don't decide, no, let's kill this. You guys kill yourselves most of the time.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
Sure.
Okay, I got a question from, I don't know if it's a question or a comment from Facebook, from Nokolo Mungwe. It says, congratulations to all nominees. Please consider category for unknown but good upcoming artists next year. Big shout out to Rashid for the masterclass. Category for good up and coming artists.
Unknown,
good up and coming.
The only up and coming we have is the best freshman.
That's it. I got quite a lot of Kele Morales says Ricky Rick for the MVP. I've got Christopher Jr. Maluleke says Artist of the Decade goes to Nest to see. See a lot of Aries soldiers here, man. Thabo Letibele says Stogie T. Have you got a...
I got my man Sabelo Mkabela.
Oh, Sabelo.
Yeah, connecting. Welcome, Sabelo. Unmute your mic.
Yo, peace.
Yo, what up, man?
Yo, to say congrats.
Your network is bagging, brother.
The nominations for this year.
Just repeat that. Your network was bugging. Oh, I think load shedding got him.
Yo,
load shedding got
it's
him.
bad, man. We can't hear a word you're saying.
Oh, now you're back. Now you're back.
We can hear you now.
Yeah, you're good.
No.
It's your network.
Nah, I think it's your network, brother.
You gotta call again.
I think it's your network. We can't hear a word you're saying. It goes like...
Sounds like a beat.
Sabelo, bro, I wanted to hear what you guys said.
Call again. Tabela gotta call again. Cool, we got a question from Bichoko Terrence. Nathane says, why hasn't there been an award for YouTube contest creators? I think I heard you answer that earlier on.
Yeah. We're not ready for the best podcast yet, because we don't even have 5 that are dedicated to hip hop. We have a lot of podcasts, but they're all about what's popping, what's trending. They're not hip hop podcasts. Like I said earlier, They jump from Black Coffee to Kabza and Maporisa to Casper to, you can't call that a hip hop podcast. We need a podcast that's gonna deal with hip hop issues, hip hop fashion, hip hop events, hip hop music, hip hop DJs, hip hop producers. We don't wanna hear what's trending on Twitter, who said what to who.
Yeah. We got a comment from Melissa Nicole Boysen, says there's nothing for the Eastern Cape either. And I'm sure there must be an artist from the Eastern Cape.
Is Eastern Cape not in South Africa?
Like,
we don't divide it like, hey, we must have Eastern Cape, we must have Western Cape. Flash Ikumkani is nominated, he's from the Eastern Cape. You know, Western Cape, we have DJ Switch and Bravo Leroux. Yeah, we have people from all the provinces, man, but that's not what we look at. We look at the music only.
cool. There's someone there.
Sabelo, try to unmute your mic and let's hear you again. Please try again. Sabelo.
Okay, while let's try. We've got a comment from maybe you see from I think it's Twitter, says categories that should be added next year is best conceptual album, best battle rapper of the year. The problem is conceptual album, but that's a tricky one. Well, maybe let us know, what would the criteria be? Maybe, who knows? Let us know. What do you think the criteria would be for, battle rapper of the year one? Because the battle rappers, they write their rhymes now, but that's okay. And conceptual album, what would the criteria be for that?
How do you know that this concept is better than the next?
That's the thing.
Because it means different things. Like MT would make his albums about his kids. Somebody else will make an album about his hood, like different concept. How do you know this concept is better than that?
Got a question from Andile Chukama, says that you're gonna mail the awards to them. No, they're actually gonna get their awards. So you're gonna somehow see them on TV getting their awards. You're gonna see what we're gonna do. We did it last year. Look, everyone keeps talking 4IR, man. We are here, a living testament of 4IR, because we're here trying to flip gymnastics here. Okay, cool. Have you got someone else there?
I have 3 requests on my space.
Cool. We're sitting on 2, trending 2. He's trending 2. This man is useless. Useless. We're sitting at trending 2 here. So let's get to 1. I think we won. Are we 1?
Where we at?
We 3 now. Election results is here killing us.
Hey.
Election results is killing us here. But
the announcement is trending. The other guys didn't even trend on their actual awards.
Hey man, don't start your don't
I'm just saying.
No, don't get me caught up in your things. No. Wrong guy.
But I didn't.
No. That's the stuff you do there on your podcast and all these funny things you do. Not me. Don't put me in the middle of your controversy thing. I don't want to see myself trending in, getting dissed, and getting calls from newspapers here.
You'll be fine.
You can take this conversation with the controversies to your podcast and start the beefs there with.
Check out the Masterclass podcast.
Yeah, with all that
every
stuff.
Every Friday on YouTube. We're on, baby.
So yeah, not here, man. I don't play those games. Me, I'm about peace and love and happiness. When are you about starting wars?
Nah, never did.
You're a war
guy too, man.
Nah, man, you're a war master. You're about these wars. But okay, guys, thank you once again for tuning in. It's been great. I think at some point also we're going to be doing just a small workshop because it's been 10 years. I think it's cool to keep sort of oiling the system, you know. We need to sit back and say, okay, cool, criteria on album of the year, it's been 10 years. You know, on Song of the Year, on Best Male, on all of these things. And obviously a lot of people have all these different suggestions as well to say, hey, look into this and look into that, you know. And you know, we're an award ceremony that's very open, that's very transparent. You know, these are awards are for the culture, done by the culture. You know what I mean? So we're going to be doing, and we'll stream it out as well, that session, because we'll have a limited amount of people that can come. And then we'll just stream it out, and then you guys can jump in. I think on that session, you know, we'll have, people will be able to connect even better, like through Zoom, so we can have live feeds coming in and all of that. It's just that on this one, we didn't want to taint it, because you know you're going to end up with that caller, right? That caller that's going to put us in the fire and talk something about someone and they're alive, or you know. So but at the workshops, that's what we're going to do. But thank you guys, we appreciate peace and love
and happiness,
and thank you to the team, man, Ritual Media Group team, you know, everyone that's involved, you know, my man Dennis Rawls, appreciate it. You know, he's here with Young Jay. Young Jay's in the building. You know, and you know, thank you, man. You know, it's Jay's birthday today. Oh,
happy
man.
birthday, bro.
Oh man, if he wasn't wearing a muscle shirt, I would say he must come on camera. But I don't want to do him. I don't want to do him dirty, man. But you know, thank you to everyone. Thanks to the team behind this. And it's been 10 years, guys. And I think you guys believe in a very weird vision. And 10 years later, here we are, still with this weird vision. Actually, we've done even more weird visions, like the museum. And I highly, really appreciate you guys. You know, from you, Rashid, giving me headaches as per usual. You know, down to a dynamic who doesn't answer his phone from 7 o'clock because he comes to the office at 4 a.m. That's very weird. You know what I mean?
Bonzo.
You know, to Bonzo. Bonzo does not give me headaches.
He's jumping the broom.
And congratulations, man. One of our team members just got married. We also don't want to put him, you know, on blast. We could have just put his picture right here. He's going to get pissed off. You know, our homie Bonzo just got married. Congratulations, brother. You inspire us. Since in this whole office, no one is married.
No one is married.
Useless.
The niggas is bachelor.
Oh, except Dennis.
Dennis.
Dennis was the first.
The thing is, he met us when he was already married. If he met us earlier...
No, he met me in high school. I don't know what you're talking about.
High school, wait. He's from KZN. Nigga.
Yeah, but he already married in high school, that's what I'm saying. But okay, now we're going to go left. Now you're trying to take us to your level. You're trying to take us to your level.
Let's go, Oz. Let's go. Shout out to TTP. Shout out to Tox. Shout out to Dynamic, Damien, BJ, Deliza, you know.
And once again, man, thanks thank you to our sponsors, man. SABC One from being our broadcast partner for 4 years now. City of Joburg via the Arts Alive program. You know, Styling Dread, you've been looking out for culture. You know, you even inspired me to, you know, start dreadlocks. You know, Hennessy as well, you know, thank you for believing in culture. And I know Hennessy's going to start doing quite a lot of things with the culture. So we highly appreciate that. Peace and love. Remember, we need to let me see if we back on number one trending. Let me see, these elections. We back on number 2 trending. Please, come on, guys, get us to number 1.
When we get off Facebook, you Facebook guys, go to Twitter. Comment and hashtag Saha 2021. Let us trend to number 1.
Because we are the one. Okay, cool, man. Peace. You can't move.
The date today is the 5th of December. It's important for me to say what the date is because it's the day and the unveiling of the Hennessy Wall of Fame inside the South African Hip Hop Museum took place. We inducted about 26 amazing individuals that have been contributing, pioneered, expanded culture. We've literally time-stamped something in history. We've put something down in history to say on this particular day a monumental thing happened.